Guys, I honestly didn't think it would ever come to this, but I think it's time I quit. Quit this long break from YouTube that I've been on. Come on, you guys thought I would actually abandon my YouTube channel? Give me a break. I would never, ever quit YouTube. I've said from the beginning, which is now a very long time ago. I did the math the other day. Next month will be the 8th year anniversary posting my first video ever, a cold start with our BMW M3, all of 20 seconds long. That's what started it all. And from the beginning, I always said we would be doing YouTube for fun, never for the money, never as a job, because that is when you are chasing the views, you're chasing the dollars, and you can easily get burnt out. When you're doing it for fun, you can never get sick and tired of it. I honestly think my brother and I will be doing YouTube to some level for so many years to come, decades to come, if it's still around in 20 years, but that's the plan. I don't intend to ever leave it. I have so much fun doing this and posting to YouTube. Now you might be asking, well, if you have so much fun doing it, then why have you not posted in 7 months? Okay, if I'm being honest here, I thought I posted last maybe like 2-3 months ago. I knew it had been a little while, but it wasn't until the other day when I zoomed in on YouTube and I'm like, oh shoot, 7 months ago. I felt terrible seeing that because I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody waiting over half a year to see us upload again? I see why that would raise concern. We've gotten hundreds of messages and comments over the past few months asking where we are. Are we okay? Are we ever gonna post on the YouTube channel again? So I do really appreciate all that love and support, and I do apologize for it having been 7 months since we've last uploaded. I keep changing the scene behind me because we have purchased so many cars in the past 7 months that I can't wait to get sharing on YouTube. I'll give you some sneak peeks here today. I'll show you the whole lineup and show you what's coming up on the channel because I have so many videos that are already filmed. I just need to make the time to edit them. Now I know what you're about to say. What do you mean you haven't had time to edit them? It's been 7 months. You should have 20 videos ready to go. Well, the reason for that is that thing right there. Yes, airplanes. If you didn't know already, we have been busy building our aviation channel called JR Aviation. You've heard me talk about it before most likely, but if you haven't been watching what's going down over there, I've been hard at work cranking out videos over there so the channel can really get going and build up a following, and that is exactly what happened. We've spent so much of our extra time filming and uploading content to JR Aviation that honestly, JR Garage did get put on the back burner a little bit because we can only do so much. We're only 2 people. I don't have an editor. I do everything myself. We're running a multi-million-dollar business, affording all these cars, dealing with license plates and insurance, and maintaining the fleet of 50 to 60 cars and all the airplanes, 5, 6, 7 airplanes, the jet. Like, it's so much. And we've honestly, if I'm being real here, definitely bitten off more than we can chew. Our plate was already overflowing and we just keep adding more and more and more and more to the plate. And as a result, you're gonna have to make some sacrifices and take some stuff off the plate. And for the last 6 months, JR Garage has been unfortunately removed from the plate a little bit. But I do have some good news. With us pouring that much time and energy into the channel, it has built a really strong foundation over there where now we just crossed over 125,000 subscribers and every video we post pops off. It's been 100,000 views or more video after video after video, which we are so thankful for. People have just really been enjoying the plane content. It's kind of what we do here with cars, but for planes. We typically buy these airplanes as projects needing a little bit of work. Maybe they're out of annual or they need some upgrades or the paint's bad or the interior sucks, you know, whatever it is. We buy these planes for cheap and then we invest money into them, making them all nice and get them all sorted out, and then down the road we'll go to sell them, hopefully for a profit, or at least that's the goal. So it's exactly what we do here on JR Garage with all these cars. Buy cars cheap at auction, fix them up affordably, save a bunch of money, and then eventually sell them for a profit while you enjoy them in the meantime, right? And we've gotten a lot of enjoyment out of the planes. Oh my gosh, it's been so fun. You'll see what I mean when you check out the channel if you haven't seen it already. The most recent videos have been about our $16,000 airplane purchase, and I know you might be saying, what do you mean 16 grand for an airplane? That's less than a lightly used Honda Civic. Yeah, no joke, not clickbait. We bought this abandoned airplane at auction for 16 grand and we proceeded to take the wings off, transport it back to our buddy's place where we worked with a mechanic to get it all reassembled and all sorted out and everything fixed up, running and flying for the first time. Literally, we just posted the first flight video like yesterday, so be sure to go check that out. That's really fun content. And then on the other end of the spectrum with aviation, we have our private jet, the Cessna Citation 501. That thing's an absolute beast, but gosh, comparing those two planes, the small $16,000 plane and the really expensive Cessna Citation, it's insane. For example, our jet burns up to 180 gallons per hour of fuel, and the little light sport aircraft will burn 5 gallons per hour. And the maintenance probably costs at least 100x of the little planes. So in my opinion, it's just really cool that we're able to offer such a wide variety when it comes to aviation, and I think that's why the channel's taken off, because it's very unique having multiple airplanes and talking about the ownership costs. If you have been watching that channel, we really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. So I hope that catches you up to speed on where we've been. We for sure didn't quit YouTube. We just shifted a little focus to our other channel to get it up to speed and running. And now that it is, we're ready to get posting consistently on both channels. Let me show you a little bit of what's coming. So you already know we got some cheap Porsche content on deck. You all better be ready for the next like 20 videos. I swear they're nearly all gonna be cheap Porsche content. Starting off, we got this 987 here. Oh my gosh, what a mess. Very cheap, extremely cheap, a little bit of body damage, but I'm pretty sure this thing was abandoned outside of a shop for like 6 years. It's pretty disgusting. That seat's destroyed. Again, I haven't really gone through any of these cars. Like this one, for instance, I don't know if it runs, no idea, but it was like 2,700 bucks. So how can you go wrong? This one, oh my gosh, super rare 986 Boxster S with the Aero kit. Hey, what's going on here? What in the country bumpkin redneck repair? Oh yeah. Once again, I have no idea if this thing runs. I've never even opened this. We have Thomas Jefferson in the trunk. Nice. So goes to show we have a lot of unboxings to do with all these Porsches. So this one just got off the truck. Oh my gosh, this one just arrived 2 days ago. Another 986 Boxster S, non-Aero kit, but same idea. Super, super cheap. Once again, I have no idea if it runs. Look at the brakes. They're just completely rusted up because this thing has not been on the road in so long. Look at this. I mean, this is a green flag for me. I love seeing like old registration stickers, but this is really old. 2015? Oh gosh. That's a long time to be sitting, but look, it's a 6-speed manual. Oh yeah, and it was like, what was this, like $5 or something? So if this thing runs again, this is gonna be a huge home run. Every single one. I have no idea the fate of these cars, but you'll see in a future video when we get taking them apart. The trucker just keeps dropping off cars, and I have such a backlog that we just keep stashing them here. You guys know this one, the 986 Boxster with the red interior. Super, super cool spec manual. Bought this thing for what, like, I think it was roughly 2,000 bucks, and it had the rare factory hardtop. We ended up selling that hardtop. Here's an update. We sold the hardtop for $2,500, meaning we're now in this car negative $500, all because we sold a rare factory hardtop. Mind blown. So once again, this is like what, the 7th or 8th time we have a free Porsche off just doing a clever little trick. And we're not done yet. We got one more. Where's DJ Khaled when you need him?
Another one.
Another 987 Boxster here. Yes, it's got a manual as well. Super cheap once again. They totaled it for a silly little suspension damage, like they hit a curb and it was totaled. Christian and I at least fixed the suspension damage for like 20 bucks, and then now we have to like get it running and do the rest of the stuff, but at least we got it rolling. So this one we might give away, I'm not sure. This would actually be a really sweet giveaway car. Red on tan, low mileage, 5-speed manual, pretty sweet car. Or maybe a 986, I'm not sure. Regardless, it's gonna be one of these Porsches. I made a promise saying that the next free car giveaway would be a Porsche. So what are we up to? Our 4th giveaway, 5th, 4th, something like that. It's gonna be a Porsche, probably one of the Boxsters, but I have a few more to show you. Dare I say, I'm getting just a little bit bored of winning with all these cheap Porsches. We still haven't missed on a single one yet. I kind of feel like Donald Trump with that quote of like, you're gonna get sick and tired of winning because we're gonna win so much.
We're gonna win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning.
Yeah, not to toot my own horn, but like that's how I feel lately with these cheap Porsches. It's like I buy these things kind of expecting 1 or 2 to go wrong because it's good YouTube content. Like statistically, 1 or 2 of these new 5 are not gonna work out, I'm guessing. Also, we've bought a bunch of like just random like flip cars, like this Fiat. You might be like, why the heck did you buy a Fiat 500L? Because it was cheap. I can make like $3 on it. Also this X5 and this 325 Ci. These aren't like YouTube cars, but they are good TikTok cars. I think I'm gonna make like a TikTok series where I talk about flipping cars and buying them at auction and how like you can too, and like real numbers, keeping track of all the expenses and then like the net profit made on each flip. Anything else here? No, you guys have seen those cars. Okay, one last one. One last one, cool one. That's a cool one right there. Stay tuned. Got 2 videos coming with this bad boy. Let's just say there's no longer an automatic in it. Okay, last one. This thing just came off the truck as well. This is the notorious 4.2 liter V8 S4. These things commonly have timing chain issues. You gotta rip out the whole engine. It costs like 6,000 bucks, which is nearly as much as the car's worth. We'll see on this one. Hopefully it runs. It's only got like 50,000 miles. And yes, it's got a 6-speed manual. This one will be coming soon as well. And then let's head over to the garage. If you thought that was it, there's a few more that are coming. Should I be spoiling all these cars that are coming to the channel? Maybe not. Oh, come on. This car is just stunning. The design on this thing. It is turning 20 years old this year. What do you guys think? Does this look like a 20-year-old car to you? No! Huh? No? Okay, that's what I thought. I don't know if we'll ever sell this car. You know, we usually say everything's for sale at the right price, but honestly, this thing has been on the channel forever, since 2017. This was our first rebuild. Are you guys OG enough to remember us rebuilding this 430? Comment down below, OG subs. This was late 2017. We bought this thing from the salvage auction for like 60 grand, fixed it up, quick repair, rear bumper, exhaust, and then we did the wheels and the tint, and now the transmission. I don't really want to show too much, but is that a third pedal down there? Dun dun dun. Before we go in the garage, I want to talk about a couple other things. So I watch YouTube too. I consume videos. I have favorite creators. I love watching YouTube videos, have for since before starting YouTube. That's what kind of got me into it, right? I saw Rob Dom, The Stradman, Rob Spaghetti, TJ Hunt, Dr. M3, Peter Beatty, Robert Himmler, Saab Kyle 04, That Dude in Blue, Vehicle Virgins, Shmee 150, 1320 Video. I can go on and on. Well, actually, I can't go on too much more because there weren't that many car YouTubers back then. In 2014, 15, 16, you had these group of the OG car YouTubers, but that was about it. Now you have a ton of car YouTubers to pick from. The selection is so wide. The competition is so immense. Like, it's hard to get eyeballs on your videos when there's so many videos they can pick from. I say competition in quotes because I would never look at it that way, but some people truly do. They're like, this is a competition. I have to get the clicks. Competing against the other guy. I want that guy to get lower views so that I can get more views. I don't ever look at it that way. I look at it more as like, hey, if we as influencers were able to get millions of people excited and passionate about cars, meaning millions of more people will be watching car videos, meaning the thousands of new car channels that are popping up are gonna have a decent shot at succeeding if they're willing to put in the work, because YouTube is, oh gosh, it is a grind. There is nothing easy about it, especially in today's day and age. Like I said, with all the other channels out there, you gotta stand out in some way, make yourself unique. Us starting out on YouTube, my brother and I are super duper young. I remember our first videos, talk about OG subs. Oh my gosh, you guys remember? Ferrari at 17, taking my Viper to high school, taking my Lamborghini to high school, giving my elementary school teacher a ride in the Lamborghini, all those crazy, crazy videos. That was our secret sauce. We were young, with supercars. That's by definition pretty darn crazy. And once viewers were able to start peeling back some layers and learning more about us and learning that we're just normal dudes who love cars and that we worked really hard for what we have and that we're completely self-made, it made our channel even more attractive. Okay, but where was I going with all this? We started out saying that I consume YouTube too. But I bring that up because I'm like you guys. I see these YouTube videos pop up every day. Why I'm quitting YouTube, why I took a break from YouTube, this is the end, I'm leaving YouTube for good. Whatever version of it you guys see, I see the same thing. It's countless YouTubers are falling victim to the YouTube rat race, I'll call it. And the number one way to get sucked into this YouTuber rat race is to do it for a living. That's why from day one, I promised myself I would never do just YouTube for a living. Because like with a lot of things in life, you have ups and downs, and YouTube is most certainly a game of ups and downs. When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. And when all you care about is the money and making more of it, then that's the beginning of the end for you, buddy, because all you'll care about is the views. Doing it just for the sake of money and no longer doing it for fun. And I gotta tell you, I've had the time of my life the last 8 years posting on YouTube and being a influencer. Oh, sounds so cringy. Like, I still don't see myself as that. I'm just a car guy that happens to have a couple million followers on some platforms. But honestly, I think it's so much more rewarding for somebody like me who's just doing it for fun. At the end of the day, I do not care what the YouTube payout is. Great, it pays for some gas in the cars. It pays for some new cameras to make better videos, whatever. It's not gonna make or break me at the end of the day. I have the businesses that produce the real income that's required to keep this fleet going and to make the YouTube channel happen. It's not the YouTube ad revenue that makes it happen, I'll tell you that. So I'm with you guys. It's super sad to see some YouTubers who quit YouTube for good because they just get burnt out, they get tired of it, or they begin to hate it. They started out loving it, Then they made it a full-time business, and then it transitioned into hating it. And being in this creator ecosystem the past 8 years, I have personally, firsthand, witnessed the downfall of some of these amazing people. The fame, the money, the success, the power, the influence gets to their head, and it just ruins them. And it's so sad to see. And oftentimes it's the people who just go viral out of nowhere. Their come up is so fast, and you guys know the saying, what goes up must come down. And I like to add to that, what goes up fast can easily come down fast. And it's a real thing. I think when fame catches people by surprise, they almost like don't know what to do. They're like, oh my gosh, this is my new life. This is amazing. And it's just this rush of dopamine every single day, and the thrill and the excitement and the money and the fame and the followers and the people shouting their name and getting it recognized all over the place. Eventually it inflates their lifestyle so much that if the views stop coming in and the money keeps rolling out, they can't support the lifestyle anymore, and it dives them into a deep depression. And I would like to mention that the drugs and alcohol that are running rampant in the influencer scene certainly doesn't help things. Some of these people are literally frying their brain cells and destroying their dopamine buckets, as I call it. So obviously not everybody battles these addictions, but it's a lot easier to overcome an addiction if you just don't even start in the first place. That's one of the biggest things I credit to my success, is never touching a single drug in my life, never having a single alcoholic beverage in my life. I haven't even had a coffee in my life or an energy drink.
You serious?
That's gonna be such a shock for a lot of people out there, but it's true. I've had a mission my whole life to be wildly successful, and I knew that none of that would help me in that endeavor. So I highly recommend, if you're young, don't touch any of that stuff and choose your friends wisely. Man, I know I've gone on a big tangent here and dove into the dark side of the creator economy, but I'm just being raw with you guys. I've never done this before on this channel. Like, I feel like over the past few months, I've kind of thought, I'm like, at the end of the day, like, unfortunately, you guys don't really know us. My brother and I, you don't really know me, which is sad, because I want to be everybody's friend. At the end of the day, I'm talking to these thousands of people who are watching this screen, and unfortunately I can't have a friendship directly with each and every one of you guys. I love that I'm able to do it virtually, I guess, and meeting you guys in person is the best thing ever. Comment down below if you want some more real, raw, one-on-one talk. I kind of miss doing this. I did a little bit of it starting out in 2016, 2017, and I was like, boo-hoo, people probably want to watch the cars. They don't want to hear me talk, so let's get back to the car content. So speaking of that, I think my timer's up. Let's get back to the car content, get in the garage and show you a couple more things. Okay, inside the hangar, I'll show you guys 3 more cars. We have this beautiful Lamborghini project right here. Oh boy, this thing's gonna be fun. Got smashed up real good. You might have seen this in the background of some of the videos. It's been here for a little while, but we're just waiting to find the parts. But this thing will be a beast once it's back up and running. So yeah, it's not just all cheap Porsche content. We have 2 exotics to reveal, this and one other, probably like 3 or 4 actually, but one other I just bought last week. Crazy $300,000 supercar. But anyway, take a look at that. You see all that shiny metal? What's going on down there? Yeah, a twin turbo kit's going on. So this thing's gonna be a monster. Okay, this thing, talk about other end of the spectrum. Holy smokes. This is gonna be one of the most fun rebuilds that you'll see on the channel. This beautiful Maserati. And yeah, you'll love the content on this one because we only paid like 3,000 bucks for it. Non-running, and yeah, you'll see. Oh yeah, we got this other car too. Fun fact, it has the same brakes off a Bugatti Veyron. Don't mind me, crazy Maserati updates coming. Wait till you see that video. Got that one filmed yesterday, GTS, yeah, coming soon. Yeah, obviously too many projects. I know we will be thinning the herd. We're already selling a bunch of cars. If you want any of the cars in the garage, just hit me up if you're willing to pay a fair price. We will happily sell them. But this is the last car. Oh yeah, cheap Porsche content does not just mean Porsche Boxster content. We are breaking out into the Carrera game. This video is another banger. We'll probably start with this one right out the gate next week. So yeah, stay tuned, subscribe. You're not gonna wanna miss any of that future content. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know I already talked your ear off, so I'll just end it here. You guys rock, subscribe so you don't miss JR Garage 3.0. We're back, baby. Consistent, nice, steady uploads. Hopefully like once a week would be an attainable level that I can keep up with doing all the editing myself. Or maybe I just need to hire an editor and then I'll be able to do 2 uploads a week or 3 uploads because we have the content, that's for sure. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting JR Garage for the past 7.5 years. You guys rock. We're not going anywhere. See you guys in the next video.